like table, bar chart, pie chart, line graph. Can you match them like
Yes, I
these?
can.
Number one is
Uh, Number one in line graph.
two,
Uh,
Dễ học.
uh, is pie
two,
chart.
pie chart. Very good. Three is
Uh, bar chart.
bar chart. Very good. And the last one, that is
Table.
table. Very good. As you can see, bar chart. So this is line graph. So this is line, as you can see. They are segments. So in pie chart, we have some segments. Okay, so as you can see, big one, small one, and this one, bars. We have some bars. So as you can see, every part, each part here, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. And of course, like there are some samples, the easiest ones. So they are not what we want to discuss and what we want to talk about. Well, let's talk about the structure of writing task one. So, you know that uh, you should write at least 150 words, okay? And different sections, so like introduction, overview, body part one, body paragraph two. So we have 4 paragraphs. The most important one, so the first one is introduction. Then we have overview and body paragraph or main body 1 and body paragraph 2. Okay. 2, let me make it a little. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's talk about each part. About introduction, you know that you need to paraphrase the question. So, paraphrase the question. We will discuss them one by one. Okay, so just now you need to know the structure. In overview, you give a summary of main trends. So, give a summary of main trends. So, we will discuss what are main trends and avoid giving details. So, no details. And you know, the most important part is overview. I can say in writing task 2, the most important section is overview. And of course, body paragraph. So you should describe the most important details or features. So numbers, comparison, and of course, body paragraph 2. Just continue describing trends or differences. Okay, so this is about the structure of part 1. They are different, but we can say that the general structure so is the same. So they normally follow the same rule, and just you should know some tips maybe, and of course for each one maybe a little bit different language so to talk about. So of course formal, but you know, maybe different phrases that you can use. Okay, about task 1, you know that you shouldn't give your opinion. It's not task 2, so avoid. And you should use comparison. What is that? More than, less than, and I don't know, the highest. So the highest more than, less than, uh, twice as many, so different phrases, etc. So I will give you, and of course, you should group information. What is that? Some candidates just describe point by point. No, 150 words. So you shouldn't do this. Just group information and don't describe point by point. You don't need to do this. Well, I want to give you, as you can see, there are some words here like decline, decrease, drop, fall, growth, increase, rise. Yeah, actually, they're good. Yeah, but we have more. For example, increase, so the function increase, okay? Let me see what other words we have. So can you say here, can you guess?
mm,
Increase
uh,
and
increase in rise,
yeah, of course, growth,
growth,
rise, and okay, we have increase
in-
here, but we also have other words like, for example, climb, for example, soar, for example, surge. So they are the words that can be used, useful vocabulary, as increase. Now for drop or decrease, so we have decrease and
decrease, uh, de- decline,
yeah, decline, drop, fall, very good. And we have dip, another one, plummet. Yeah, plummet. Okay, so this decrease. But they're slightly different. Okay, now it's not only about increase and decrease. So we also have maybe I don't know, if your diagram, for example, if it remains stable, stability, so how to say, so we have another. I want to add it here. Just let me ask you, and to be sure, I'm typing in green. Is it clear and visible? Can you see?
mm,
Okay, if it's not visible, I can change the color.
yes, I
Okay,
can,
very good. So this one. Now, if I want to say that something remain steady, no change, steady, no change. So stay constant. They're common phrases that you can use. Okay, if you want to talk about degree, gradually, significantly, sharply, slightly, so that's really important. Why not? Let's have them. So we have for degree, of course, there are a lot. I'm giving you some of them, and then we will discuss them one by one. Slightly, not quickly, step by step, gradually, and significantly. You want to add degree. For example, you are talking about, I don't know, increase or rise or maybe decrease. So, of course, you need to add degree. So, how it rose, how it increased, how it decreased. Okay, so that's really important. And we have also sharply, some of them if I want to add degree, I say some of them are higher, stronger, some of them are lower and weaker. And the next one, for example, sharply. And do you know any other word? Can you think about? They're the same. And you can use both of them, like, sharply, you can use, okay? And then, so to add degree, you can use these adverbs. And, okay, how about comparison? I told you. Okay, use comparison, more than, less than, twice as much, okay, or the most, less than, so different phrases that you can use. Well, now, let's see here. Write the past simple. Okay, you know that. For writing task one, so it depends what your visual, what the diagram is. So you need to use maybe past tense, maybe present tense. Okay, so you need to know them. Let's see. Okay,
fell,
is fell, yes, and past participle,
fallen,
fallen. Very good. Increase,
uh, increased,
increased, of
increased,
course, and drop.
mm, dropped,
Very
dropped,
good. Dropped. Very good. And the same. Dropped. Okay. Oh, where is my O? Okay. Decline.
um, mm,
Oh, decrease. I'm sorry. Decreased.
decrease, decrease,
Yeah.
decrease,
Again. Decreased. And decline.
declined,
And rise.
mm, rose, rose,
And raisin.
risen, risen,
Yeah. Okay. Raisin. Grow.
um, grew,
Grew. And
um, grown,
grown. Okay, so now you know past participle and past form of this verb. Well, now let's see. Use the correct verb or noun form of one of the words from above to complete the sentences about table. So let's see. New entrants to primary teacher training programs 2007 present. Okay, so 2078, 10, 12, 14, 16 this year and the numbers. The number of new entrants to primary teaching, okay, which one? During the period means since 2007 to this year. What happened to the number? Look at the number, then you can compare. It was 16,540. Now 19,213. So of course we have an increase here, right?
yeah,
So
uh,
you can say, of course, I can say I need to use past simple. Why not? Rose. Yeah?
yeah, mm,
Okay.
mm,
Well, and the next one, there was a from here. I need a noun, right? I need a noun here. Of course, here, just let me say something. You can say just irid. You can also say increased. So it's your choice. You can say rose. You can say increase. So it's your choice. Just I use one of them. I mean increase, but I need verb here. Here, there was a, okay, I need a noun here. And let me say, these words can be used as the noun or verb. Here, what?
There was a decline. Decline from.
Okay, decline is okay, but not declined because decline is verb. Decline, yes, there
Oh,
was a decline, there was a drop, there was a fall. All of them make sense, okay? And three, there was stable in numbers from 2009 to 2015. Again, noun 2009 to 2015. 15, 6, 17, 18, 20. So I think it's steady.
mm, increase.
You can say increase. You can say growth. This is noun. You can say rise. So all of them, yes. And the numbers, I need a verb here again this year. So what happened here? I need to use another tense, not present simple, not past simple. Maybe we can use,
Mm,
of course, you can use past simple, but it's better to use another tense as well.
mm, Number or drop.
Yeah, you can say dropped. Okay, very good. Fell, dropped. If I were you, I would say have declined. Why not? Have decreased. Have fallen. Why not? I'm talking about the period duration of this year, so why not? I can use present perfect as well. Yeah? So this is another structure. Why not? I can use it. So present perfect can be used here. Okay? Well, and now let's see. We have a line graph here. Which is better description? Just let me say, my one by one when we discuss them. Okay, now I don't want to give you many, just a lot of details about the meaning of them, but they're slightly different. So maybe sometimes, for example, if the increase is rapid, so for example, I can say plunge. If, for example, fall, when I say plummet here, like quick decrease. Okay, so it depends. We will discuss it later. Well, graphs and bar charts. Which is better description of the line graph, A or B? Could you please read and tell me which one can be the better choice and why?
Mm. The graph shows the percentage of graduates in the UK population between 90, 1990 and 2015. In 1990, 17% of the population of the UK were graduates.
Graduate? No, test, no, just graduates. Okay, graduates.
Graduate. This rose to 20% in 1995 and 24% in 2000. In 2005, it went up to 39% in 2010 to 34% and up to 38% in 2015.
This is about A. Now B.
Uh, the graph shows an upward trend in the percentage of graduates in the population between 1990 and 2015. The percentage rose gradually throughout the period. It increased by about 3 to 5% every 5 years. For example, between 1990 and 1995, it increased from 17 to 20%.
Yeah. Okay. First, let's talk about let's have a look at it. Just let's see. I can see. Let me ask you about trend. So, looking at the line graph, tell me if the trend is rising or falling.
Mhm. Rising,
So,
rising.
it's rising trend. Okay, so perfect. Very good. And tell me if it's a quick, sharp, or steady, just one by one.
Uh, is steady.
Yeah, the rise is steady. It's not sharp. For example, when I say sharp like this, for example, look at this. I have like this, then this. This is sharp. This is sharp, fall and rise, rise and fall. But when it's like this, step by step, we say gradually or steadily. So this is actually steady. Okay, I use steady because this is adjective here. The rise is steady. If I wanted to use rise as a verb, I could say that, for example, it rose steadily. So here is noun, so I use an adjective. And now, let's see which one is better, A or B? Which one do you think can be better and appropriate, better description for the line graph?
Mhm. I think B is better
Perfect. But why do you think B is better? You're definitely right. But why do you think B is better?
because uh, the number A is uh, too much details.
Excellent. Yes. What is this numbers number? Where is overview? What is this? Like, just I have a list of numbers from no, it's not good. Excellent. But B, as you can see, it gives like overview, just the graph shows an upward trend in the percentage of graduates in the population between 1990. That is perfect, so it's good. So B can be better description. Now read sentences 1 to 9, okay, about the bar chart. So we have another chart, that is bar chart here, and answer the questions. 1. Which two sentences should not be included? Which of the other sentences include the most important information about the bar chart, do you think? Number 1, tell me, what do you think?
Um, mm, I think number one. Okay.
Okay. There were about 300, okay, 100, okay, 30,000 18-year-olds in full-time education. Okay, do you think we should have it or no? It's extra. We don't need it.
You know me.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't. We need it, you said? We need.
Uh, no, I think we don't need.
Oh, really? Let me see. Participation of 18-year-olds in education and training 2014. There were about 330,000 18-year-olds in full-time education. So full-time education. So why we don't need it? It's figure. Of course we need it. That's really important. That's really important. Why? Because actually, we are talking about participation of 18-year-olds. So why we shouldn't say that? So it's okay. It can be in main body. So maybe we don't need an overview, but I think it can be it can be included. About
Yeah.
number two, work based learning is really useful for young people.
No.
No, of course, this is opinion. What this one is extra. What is this? We shouldn't. We avoid adding this. 60,000 were in employer funded training.
Mm, mm, maybe.
Okay, maybe. Yes, I do agree with you. Maybe, but not. 60,000 were in employer funded training. So let's see, employer fund. Okay. About this, we have, look, the most important, as I told you, like this is what I just said. Don't describe point by point. If I want to give every number, like for example, work based learning or employer funded okay, training, actually they are the same. Why I need to say, okay, this one is 66, this one is 65. Okay, I can say that, for example, work based, employer funded, other education, okay, they're at the same level, right? So I don't need to this extra information, right? If I want to add something, I focus on the highest and the lowest, right? If I can see an important trend. Agree? So this one, okay, if I want to give why, if it's important, no, it's not important. So I think it's extra. Four, let's see, around 70,000 of the age group were involved in work-based learning. Work-based learning, what do you think?
Mm, I think it's not necessary.
Yeah, of course, be confident. Of course, you're right. It's not. So what is this? Just, the same trends. Yeah, repeating the same information so you don't need. Yes. And the next one, five, only about 50,000 were in the other education and training category.
Yes.
No big difference. We discuss what is visible, what we can see, important trend. So, okay, just I can see that a normal, just like close, similar numbers and figures. I don't need, or not really. I can mention, but in general, I don't need to make a list, just, from with numbers, full of numbers. It can be confusing, it can be basic. Why? Because, okay, it's like, exactly, look at the first one. 38%, 24%, 50%. Okay, I don't need every to add every figure or number. So it's extra. And six. So this one no, this one no, this one no. This one definitely no. This one yes. Okay, six.
Yes.
There were three times more 18-year-olds in full time education. Comparison. I like it. So, full time education, and we have employment. Employment, full time comparison between this and this. Perfect. We need it. 7.
Mm, no.
Definitely
The,
no. What is this? The situation is very different. 8.
mm, mm, no.
We can add in general, like about 90,000 were not in employment, education, and training. This and this. So I have different figures, but as I told you, they're the same, similar, maybe close. So why not? I can say I generally discuss them, but I don't give detail for each one. Yeah? So it's good. I need it.
Mm,
And 9, more 18-year-olds were in employment than not in employment, education, or training.
mm, yes.
Yes, good one, of course. So as you can see, I don't give detail like this one number, this one number, this one number. I just say that they were more in employment than in education or, for example, training or like learning. Okay, so we can. Okay, they are important and not important. Okay, now let's complete. So, what you learned here, Mai, when you want to write first for overview, of course, we will write an essay together, but here just learn. For overview, no details, nothing. Don't list numbers, we don't need. If you can see that bars, or for example, in line graph, so or segments, if you can see the same, you don't need to give detail. Just discuss them in general, maybe one comparison and that's it. Talk about and discuss the most important, the most noticeable trends, like the highest, the lowest, the biggest, the largest, the smallest, or the highest, the lowest, EST. That is really important. Well, now let's complete the sentences with the preposition front box. Okay, 17%.
17% of the population are graduate.
Yes, are graduates. 2,
Mhm. The number of graduates went up.
of course, of course. It rose.
It rose from 21% to 29%.
Very good. It increased
It increased, it increased
by. Increased
by,
by about 4%. So increased by. And
uh, between
yes,
1992 and 1996. There was an increase.
excellent. There was an increase and there was a rise.
There was a rise in graduate numbers during the 1990s.
Perfect. 1990s. Very good. Yes. Well, and now we have a model answer here. Read the model answer. Introductory sentence. Introductory sentence actually is the beginning, like we say introduction. That is the paraphrase of the question. Then overview, description of data, some data to support the description, past simple verb forms, present perfect verb forms. Okay, let's find them. The first one, could you please read and give me which line is introductory?
Mhm. Uh, the live graph shows the number of unemployed recent graduates and non-graduates in the population of 21 to 30 years old in the years between 1990 and 2015.
Yeah, very good. Perfect. This is an introductory sentence or introduction to the overview.
The overview. Overall, the numbers have not changed much. We can see a fall followed by a rise in both groups. The non-graduates are a larger number than the recent graduates at on points.
Very good. And normally we use we started with or our overview with overall. Of course, there are different phrases, but normally you see this overall. Okay, and this is our overview and a description of data.
Between 1990 and 2000, there was a decrease in the number of unemployed recent graduates and non-graduates.
Yeah.
The
Okay. And some data to support description.
fall was small from 1990 to 1995, but greater between 1995 and 2000.
Yeah,
There,
of course. So we can see that, yeah, there was a decrease, small change in number of unemployed recent graduates and non-graduates, and the fall was small, so this one, but greater between 90. So this one is actually description of data. Then I want to separate. So I say over the 5 year, I'm separating. So first I describe. Totally, I want to say that over the 5 years from 2010 to 2015, the numbers of both non-graduates and recent graduates returned almost to their 1990 figures of 13% and 10%. So this is how I support my description. And yeah, you can see past simple verbs. So followed, like, increase, decrease, okay? And present perfect verb forms.
mm,
Can you find?
mm, mm, I can't find.
Okay, let's
Ah,
see. Yeah, what was?
I see.
Yeah,
Uh, the numbers have not changed much. We can see a fall
yeah.
followed by a rise in both groups.
Okay, so let me see. Over, okay, both ingredients and ingredient return almost today. Okay, so past simple by recent graduates. Okay, so I can see more past simple here, more, but have not much changed much. Yes, of course, you're right. And this one, overall, it's clear that having a degree is helpful. Oh, what is this? First, why do we need to just summarize? We already have our overview. What is this? And adding your opinion. So overall, it's clear that having a degree is a helpful finding employment as more as nope. So it's extra. It's not good. Well, and now, um, which country? We have a pie chart here. As I told you, there are different segments. So we have larger, smaller. So let's see. Which country? We have different countries like New Zealand and Canada, Australia, UK, and the USA. Okay. Which country matches these phrases? Okay, let's see. Over a third. Over a third. A third. So this is
um,
a third, maybe. Over a third.
mm,
Fact. Canada is about 1 in 10 and just under a sixth. Under.
I think Australia.
And you're right, of course. And the most popular country,
USA.
and the country in the second place.
Uh, UK.
Yeah. And the least popular,
The least popular is New Zealand.
New Zealand. Very good. Well, so you know that. So when you say third, I mean 33. So it's about 33. So when say just under a third, like 31, over a third. So third can be about 33, about. So as you can see, we can use these, okay, these phrases to describe our pie chart. So of course, depending on the number or figures or percentage. So we can use them. Well, and now, uh, let's see. Okay, we have a task here. Okay, writing part one. So let's see. Let's answer the questions first, then you will write. Okay. Uh, Look at the writing part one task below here. This is a bar chart. You can see what are the two groups in green and purple.
Mm. Uh,
It's
these,
green. Yeah.
they are male and female.
Very good. And the next one, what do the vertical and horizontal axes show? Vertical, horizontal.
Uh, the vertical vertical uh, shows the percentage.
Of course, percent, as you can see, literacy rate by region and gender. So, of course, percentage of people who are literate, yes, and this one,
Uh, this shows mm, mm, the countries.
yeah, very good. As you can see, we have area, we have region, very good. Which the regions had the highest literacy rate? Yeah, okay, yes. Central, East, yeah, of course, yes, very good. And you know that when you say literacy, it's education, I mean, read and write, so education. And the next one, how many regions show different literacy rates for men and women? How many regions show different literacy rate between men and women? Different, let's see.
uh, for
This is
for
one, two, three, four, and
right.
five. Of course, it's not a lie, just a big difference, but still different. Yeah. And which regions shows the biggest difference between men and women? The biggest difference.
It is South and West Asia.
Yeah, of course, South and West Asia. And what are the male and female literacy rates in the least literate region, the least. The
Really?
least, the least is this one. Yeah, Sub-Saharan Africa. So let's see the number. If I match, let me see. For example, this one goes to maybe here. Yeah. And this one, maybe like, oh, a little bit just higher, maybe. Okay. Or I'm not sure, maybe like this. Okay, right. So it can be about, for male, it's about maybe 70, between 60 and 80, right? Maybe 70, it's
Yes.
about, we're not sure. And for female, it's just
Justice.
close, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 59. Yeah, and the last one, what is the percentage difference between the most and the least literate areas? So the most, the least. Most is 100, least is 70. So the difference is for male is
Um, 30,
30.
30%.
Yeah, for female is about, we say about because we are not sure about it. We don't have accurate number. So we can say it's about, so 59 to
Oh,
1,
mm.
maybe 41, so it's about 41. Well, of course, you will learn how to describe, how to say that just close to, when it's just under 60, how to say what word you can use to describe. So you will learn this. Well, Mai, so do you have any questions so far related to this braid?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you should practice. So I want you, please, now you have time. So because writing is important, especially test one is a little different. So, but, and it's easy actually. If you know the structure and some words, it will be really easy to write. Well, so I want you, of course, you don't have enough word, but just practice. I will give you a sample answer later. I will give you a sample answer, and I want you to try to copy, change some words, use synonyms, and write your own essay, okay?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So that's it for now. Thank you, Mai. It was really great to see you again and have a great day. Enjoy and have fun in Dala.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
You're
Goodbye.
welcome.